So I stayed the night at a centuries-old hotel in Portland, and a ghost crawled into bed with me. Story time. So I went to stay the night at the Hotel Deluxe in Portland, which used to be the Mallory. So I'm a cosplayer slash content creator, and I was really behind on content, and I was looking for something that would fit like a 1920s flapper style. So if you go type in fancy hotels in Portland, Hotel Deluxe in Portland comes up. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's the off season. The rates are really reasonable. I packed up 12 cosplays and slash dresses, and I went to stay the night. My husband and I also thought, ooh, this is such a great opportunity for you to catch up on some sleep, because I wouldn't have a bunch of two little kiddos and two little corgis crawling on me all night long, which they usually do. Yeah, little did I know something else would join me in bed. Yeah. So looking back at the footage, it is a creepy hotel. Like, I was thinking, it did fit all the vintage vibes. But the vintage vibes combined with like super tiny staircases and like dim lighting, and then the lights did flicker a bunch in my room, which I thought, it's just the electricity, it's fine, whatever. Like, totally not in the mindset of like, this is ghosts. I get done with footage for 7 cosplays. It's midnight. I'm like, I'm calling it a day. Lights flicker some more, and then I crawl into bed and go to sleep. I'm like laying in my bed, and then I feel this pressure, kind of like down by my knees, squish in the bed. And then another pressure like by my torso. And granted, I'm now a light sleeper if my kids need me. So usually any light pressure will kind of wake me up, not like awake. So I feel that pressure that is so similar to my kid climbing into bed and needing comfort. And then I realized I'm not at home. I'm alone. My kids are not here. What's more is I don't just feel the pressure. I could hear the creak and the swoosh of the bedspread, and then I feel something smaller next to me on the pillow. I laid there with my eyes closed for a moment. I guess it was like a couple minutes, because I'm like, I'm alone. What the fuck do I do? What do I do? Grab my cell phone? Tell me why. The time on the clock is 3:03. Mind you, I'd been laying there for a couple minutes. So this activity started at 3 a.m. on the dot. As I'm texting, and I'm like, hey, I have the timestamps so that you could see that. And I was like, I'm very purposefully like making sure that I text as close to the incident as possible so that I can prove to myself that what I was feeling is real. And then I feel this, like, it didn't feel like a grab, but it felt like a pressure with all hands on my leg. As I'm doing this, and I go like, honestly, I said, can you please fuck off? I need to sleep. I only have one night away from the kids. And it did fuck off. It did. So I eventually had a fitful and very scared rest of the night sleep, because I believe in ghosts. And that was a very corporal encounter. It was so unmistakable that I'm like, this is a thing in my bed with me. I somehow made it to early morning sunrise, and then I had a couple more cosplays to film, so I got dressed in one and went downstairs and go to the front desk and like, so this place is haunted, huh? And she's like, yeah. I it should have been on my mind because the hotel is like a centuries old. Like, why did that not cross my mind? And she's like, yeah, especially the like 7th and 8th floors sometimes. My room was room 711. 711. Yeah, it's haunted. She was telling me that apparently the owner's wife used to hold seances down in one of the rooms near the lobby. So, what did you let in? Yeah, so Hotel Deluxe used to be called Hotel Mallory, and it was commissioned by Rufus Mallory in 1912. It was Lucy Mallory was the one that would hold seances, and she apparently her presence is still there, so Lucy might have come and visited me, or whatever she let in through her seances. Girl, why? But Lucy Mallory would hold seances in the parlor room, which is like downstairs. But she died in 1920, so could have been her. Apparently, room 708 is super haunted according to the internet. Let's add 711 to the list because that was frightening. Yeah, when I was checking out, the guy who was checking me out, he was like, how was your stay? I'm like, oh, it was really great, except for, the ghost that crawled into bed with me. And he went, I'm not sure if you're messing with me right now. I'm like, sir, I am not messing with you. I am telling the truth. He was really freaked out. I freaked out the whole staff, and they were like, oh. Yeah, imagine living it. I do like doing ghost hunting, but that wasn't what I was here for. So yeah, that's my ghost story at the Hotel Deluxe, formerly the Mallory in Portland. I should go stay there again.